You know, seen the comments from players on social media, which is no surprise at all.
I do want to touch on for a second exactly how the
canisters into that default plant area to prevent Rogue's progress. Now then a big double from Aces comes in. Not only does he remove Virtue from the tricky piano spot, he also takes down Citizen as well, but gets blitzed by Jonker as he tries to come in through that door. So that's leaving us now 3 versus 2. Advantage to G2, but Corey's able to go in and start getting the diffuser down. He actually dips away from it as Kayak pushes Crying and gets the kill. It's all down to Corey now on the Aces. 1 versus 2. Hungry takes down Kayak indeed and gives Corey the opportunity to put this diffuser down on the ground. He's going to get it activated here. Might be able to make the challenge.
What?
That's it. He's completely baited them there into the wrong location, but it doesn't matter as Jonker gets that final kill. He will disable that activated. Hungry calls a rehost, which will come through. We were within the first 30 seconds of the round when we lost Citizen, but there's absolutely no reason whatsoever for Virtue to peek it, but he does, and he gets shut down. However, Citizen is on hand with the Malusi to get the trade, leaving us 4 versus 3. 25 seconds left to go, and Rogue don't have control over the plant spot yet. This is not going to be an easy final push for them. Leon, look at that teamwork again. Corey goes in, opens up the Banshee. Leon on hand to take it down, gets the Yokai, and that's going to be Corey able to try and get this diffuser down. Out comes the Nitro unsuccessfully. Corey will manage to secure that. Hungry gets 1 in the meanwhile, but it is a trade, leaving Kayak 1 versus 3. Diffuser down. A lot of work for the Echo to do here.
Absolutely all alone as well, the 1 versus 3 in about 20 seconds here to get the kills and stick the defuse. It's simply not going to happen. Well played by Rogue. Again, good resistance coming out of G2. But as soon as Leon goes crouch walk...
Now with my child.
That's why you've had a kid, mate, just to keep him playing Hungry Hippos the whole time. Cecil, though, you are right. They want to get this control out towards the west, and Hungry was on his way down. Finds the kill onto Leon, who got a bit too keen, maybe. Kayak won with the C4. And now finally Rogue have found the control they need, but Hungry, I think he's still holding close here. In fact, no, I thought it was Citizen for a second, but no, it is Hungry, sorry, because he's on the Malusi this round. It was Citizen on that.
He escapes, and that's big, Des, because there's not too much they can do about that right now because of the time. Citizen gets 1 onto Rips, and time is ticking away. 1 second left to go. They have to stick this. Ace is getting the diffuser down. It's 1 versus 3. It's
taken out and is forced to run. This is the kind of team play that I was on about before, but he knew that someone was peeking him from that doorway. Doesn't find the kill. Instead, it's going to be Rips at the angle to find Citizen, and Corey from the longer angle taking out.
Corey goes in and starts getting the diffuser down. We've got a kill going in either direction, leaving us 4 versus 2. Out comes a big Nitro from Kayak there to get Leon, but they will not prevent the diffuser going down. Jonker, he's having a great game so far today. Some important kills. Manages to get Rips, leaving us 2 versus 2. Active diffuser down on the ground. It's all up to G2 to close this one out. Jonker getting aggressive onto that office door. Cannot find the angle onto the man, and now finds himself all alone. Shut down from the window, and that is a great kill from Corey on the balcony to close out what has been a good round. It takes a lot of damage there, but Corey unable to find the headshot, and I love this from Jonker, just getting so aggressive there. Crying, however, finds the first. Leon doubles down with the nade to finish off Jonker. 5 versus 3 within a matter of
opportunity to step in and go for a bit of a challenge, but in comes Leon. Long angles there, sees the Maestro, he fires first. 2 kills come out. This could be a flawless round for Rogue as well. A 1 versus 5. Plant going down from Corey. Very little response left to give. It's going to be 5 kills for him to bring it back. Simply not going to happen. Rogue with yet another phenomenal attack. Take the round against G2.
Little does he know, just on the angle to the hard right, he doesn't know he's going to get caught out. You gotta drone it. Virtue with an easy kill. Headshot onto Leon. Is the Toxic Babe canister out? He's going to have to dip out of there to keep himself alive, and what a kill that is on the reverse angle to get the trade for Corey, who
come in right now. Rip's starting to work his way down. Others pushing in elsewhere. Hungry down to a slither of HP. Aces finds one back. Here comes the flank in the back down. Generally quite thin. No really ever more than 2 rooms wide. Doesn't mean there's much room for massive flanks if you stick down a flank drone, for example, and a lot of soft flooring to play around too.
Won't get the deployable shield, which is up out of the way of that explosion on top of the piano, but they have now cleared that out with a second explosive. Jonker gets the kill onto Corey as well. Perfectly played there, just clearing the shield and moving in for the second, but look how aggressive Rips gets. Does not give Jonker.
In the flash of an eye, Citizen bringing down 1. Hungry, the second, a 4 versus 2. Rips trying to find one with the spray through into office, but does not connect with the target. it. One is down beyond the piano. You got the right idea. It is Hungry. A double kill in the round for Rips, and one more on the window. Does he know? He sees the man. A 3K. Leon to bring it back, and Rogue might have just swung this back in their favor. A 4 versus 2, down to a 2 versus 1. Kayak with it all to do. 15 seconds on the clock, and a round that I'm sure he really wants his team to walk away with the winner here. Sees one. Does he know about the Maestro on the other side of this window? Tries to step round, sees the man, gets the
EE1D scanner just to try and lock those defenders in place for a short time. Jonker moves along with it. The push well timed but poorly executed, as it's Rips who manages to flip 180 and find the headshot onto Jonker despite the pressure that was coming his way, leveling things out at 4 versus 4. Corey does take some damage before Kayak is the one to finish him off. G2 in the advantage once again. 30 seconds left to go, and they need to be thinking about getting into sight and getting a diffuser down. Let's not forget, this entire battle, Des, is happening on the top floor. We're going onto a kitchen dining side.
Yeah, and I think Rogue here acknowledged that and said, well, look, we could sit and try and press our luck by holding upstairs for longer, or we can drop our way back down to site, as now they're into a 4 versus 2. So consider that look pressed a bit, but 10 seconds, it becomes the third man here for Rogue, making it a 4 versus 3 if you want to look at it that way. I'll make it a 1 versus 4. At this point, Ace is alone on site, has had very little to do this round except try and fight it out. Sprays down the plant and drops himself away. Hungry just managing to get that diffuser going down. Up comes Ace, he sees the man. No way! Oh my god, he's so close to it, but Citizen whiffs the shot. Citizen rounds the corner, connects. That is going to be another one of those rounds that Rogue will be last week, or against G2 at least, so Rogue trying to repeat it, but not enough that it brings down the man on the rappel. Clearly a little bit too smart for that one. But Citizen has managed to find his way up the elbow corridor here, finds one, with Hungry getting the second, and finally Kayak is getting the plant down with 15 seconds still on the clock. That will complete, and now Rogue have got to stage off a retake. Surely, Ace, they cannot lose this one.
It's looking for all the day like this is going to be match point opportunity for G2, and that's going to be a nasty kill from Citizen. Jonker gets one as well, and it is all G2. Now they've got themselves onto the attack here. Not only
themselves that spot in Mexico, is Crying up on the top floor, wants to contest, but there's a man on the upside down rappel just daring him to step round that corner, and there it is. It's the easiest shutdown of Yonker's life. 4 versus 2. This should be done and dusted for G2 in the final 60 seconds.
Leon gets one in and amongst the horror right now that is this G2 attack if you're a Rogue fan, but it's likely to be too little too late. Leon taking damage as he moves himself back into sight.
Before in back pocket as well. Jonker setting up on the vertical, one hanging around by Split, and Rips darting in and around this elbow corridor, just trying to stop anyone pushing in. There comes Leon, one with the FMG, but he's now stuck in a 1 versus 2. Sees the man, but Jonker hitting a wicked shot onto his head, bringing the game to a close, and that'll be G2 securing their spot at the Mexican Major. 4 straight rounds in the second half.
We've got no celebration attire from Hungry today.
Get it on, bro.
I can guarantee this time that G2 have made it to the Mexican Major. That is it. They have qualified and they keep themselves fighting for the top spot. I think overall we had a very tight first half where Rogue